All right, thanks, guys. The LG Twins take on the Kia Tigers, and that's going to be a 1 a.m. Eastern first pitch. The Twins are minus 162, totals 9.5, juiced to the under. And if you like the Tigers in an upset, they're plus $1.25 for some money line cash. And after Thursday's sports betting action, I'm 5-0 in my last 5 extra daily pick premium selections on patreon.com/BrockPage. And that's a website that I operate that gives you premium daily sports picks beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. And after Thursday's betting action, I'm also 5-2 in my last 7 crowd pleaser teasers on that site as well. Link for that website is in the description section below. And once again, that is patreon.com/BrockPage. The Tigers are coming fresh off a 6-2 loss to this very Twins squad. They're also on a 3-game losing streak, including an embarrassing 5-0 shutout to the KT Wiz during that stretch. Their 1-4 record in their last 5 is good for just 20%. They're also averaging less than 3 runs of scoring per game in their last 5. They're taking on an LG Twin squad who's currently on a 5-game winning streak, including 2 shutout victories during that span. They also put up double-digit runs in their 11-run victory over the Hanwha Eagles, 15-4. The Twins' 15-6 record thus far on the season is good for a win percentage of .714. It also puts them in second place in the 10-team KBO. Now, total-wise, the Twins' last 2 straight stayed under the total of 9.5 runs. 6 out of their last 9 also stayed under that total. The Kia Tigers, on the other side, saw 4 out of their last 5 stay under that number themselves. 7 out of their last 9 also stayed under the 9.5. Give me the LG Twins winning this one outright for some somewhat pricey moneyline cash and the under 9.5 in that contest. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and once again welcome you to the video. Got some lines and personal leans out for Saturday's KBO baseball action. Happy Friday or Saturday to you, depending on when you're watching this. The weekend is finally here. But before we dive into some more of the free content here, I just have to quickly remind you once again that after Thursday's betting action, I'm currently 5-0 in my last 5 extra daily pick premium plays on patreon.com/BrockPage. I have to take the time to let you know about that. I'd be doing you a disservice not letting you know about that. But anyway, that's a website where I sell really great sports pick subscriptions beginning at just $1.99 through the end of the month. There's also a bunch of different memberships, tiers, and packages that you can subscribe to. One of those packages is called the Crowd Pleaser Teaser tier membership. It's only $9.99 through the end of the month. You'll get 3 teaser sports picks every week through the end of the month. And I'm currently hitting at 5-2 in my last 7 picks in that category. We'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. And I strongly recommend you consider using the website for sports picks. They're my personal plays, games that I personally have action on. And once again, that is patreon.com/BrockPage. And with that said, let's go ahead and move on. We've got the Lotte Giants taking on the Doosan Bears, 4 a.m. Eastern start time. The Bears are the $1.75 favorite, totals 10.5 juice to the over. And if you like the Giants in an upset here, they're plus $1.30 on the money line and minus $1.50 catching the 1.5. The Giants are coming off a 4-2 loss in their last game to this very Doosan squad. They're currently on a 3-game losing streak, including a humiliating 11-1 double-digit loss to the Samsung Lions. Their 4-10 record in their last 14 is good for just 28% during that stretch. Their 10-11 record on the season has put them in the bottom half of the KBO standings, actually putting them in 6th place in the 10-team KBO. They're taking on a Doosan team who's won 3 out of their last 4, including a series victory over the SK Wyverns during that stretch. They also won 5 out of their last 7 and scored double-digit runs in 2 out of those 5 victories. The Bears have climbed their way into 3rd place after a very sluggish start to the season. They're just 2 games back of the LG Twins for second place in the 10-team KBO. Now, scoring-wise, Doosan's last 4 straight stayed under the total of 10.5 runs. Meanwhile, the Giants on the other side saw their last 2 straight stay under that number themselves. The Giants also saw 4 out of their last 5 stay under the 10.5. So with all that said and done, I'm going to go ahead and lean toward the Doosan Bears, minus 1.5, getting the job done for some run line cash and the under 10.5 in that contest. Next game, KT Wiz versus the Kaiboom Heroes, 4 a.m. Eastern first pitch. The Heroes are the $1.43 favorite, totals 8.5, juice to the over. And if you like the Wiz getting the job done in this matchup here, they're plus $1.10 on the money line and minus 182 catching the 1.5. The KT Wiz, they're coming off a tough 4-run loss to this very Kaiboom team, where they managed to muster up just 1 total run of offense during that contest. They also dropped 3 out of their last 5, including a 4-1 loss to the Kia Tigers, where once again, they managed to stay under multiple runs offensively. They've been victorious in just 3 out of their last 8, dropping to 8th place in the standings with a 9-13 record overall for the year, 4 games under 500. They're taking on a Kaiboom squad who's put up double-digit run totals in 2 out of their last 4 victories. And when it comes to the total, 3 out of the Heroes' last 4 got over the number of 8.5. Meanwhile, 8 out of their last 11 also got over that total. Now 9 out of their last 13 on the other side got over the 8.5. So with all that said, give me Kaiboom minus 143 and the over 8.5. Next game, Homma Eagles squaring off against the SK Wyverns, 4 a.m. Eastern start. The Wyverns are the $1.67 favorite, totals 9.5, juice to the over. And if you like the Eagles in this contest here, they're plus $1.25. Let's try it again. They're plus $1.25 for a win and minus 162 catching the 1.5. Homma's coming off a tough 8-6 loss to this very Wyvern squad. They've also lost their last 6 straight, with shutout losses in 3 out of those 6. They also gave up double-digit run totals in 2 out of those 6 losses as well. The Eagles are averaging just 2.5 runs per contest during this 6-game losing streak. Their 7-15 record on the season is good for a win percentage of just .318. The Wyverns on the other side are currently on a 2-game winning streak, including a dominant 6-1 victory over the Doosan Bears. They also won 3 out of their last 5, including a 4-3 win over the Kia Tigers. Now, total-wise, 2 out of the Wyverns' last 4 got over the total of 9.5. 6 out of their last 11 also got over that total. Meanwhile, on the Homma side of things, 2 out of their last 3 games themselves got over the 9.5. So give me the Wyverns winning this one outright for some pricey money line cash in the over 9.5 in that contest. All right, next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be NC Dinos versus the Samsung Lions, 4 a.m. Eastern start time. The Dinos are minus 225, totals 9.5 flat. And if you like the Lions in another upset, they're plus $1.65 for a win and minus 105 to keep it close. Now, scoring-wise, the Lions saw their last 2 straight stay under the total of 9.5 flat. They also saw 3 out of their last 4 stay under that total. Meanwhile, on the Dinos side, 2 out of their last 4 stayed under that number themselves. They also saw 4 out of their last 7 stay under the 9.5. Now, if you want to know who I'm picking to get the job done on the sides, you're going to have to subscribe to my extra daily pick tier membership play on patreon.com/BrockPage. It's only $2.99 to sign up. And once again, after Thursday's betting action, I'm currently 5-0 in my last 5 extra daily picks on patreon.com/BrockPage. Once again, we'll bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So once again, if you want to know who I think's going to win this one or get the job done on the run line, wink, wink, sign up for my extra daily pick tier membership on patreon.com/BrockPage. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Once again, don't forget to check me out on Patreon. But most importantly, guys, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content and all this great free information. And with that said, happy Friday or Saturday to you. Once again, depending on when you're watching this, best of luck to you. Hopefully you're enjoying the start to your weekend. And once again, don't forget to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.